Hey, what's up guys, Tldw here, and I just wanted to leave this little parts for a time skip of the amazing actual use of Fossil Southie. The rest of this video is just going to be me trying to use him in different situations, and yeah, let's get right into it. So, let's talk about Fossil Southie and his perks. So his standard perk, which is pretty bad because you're forced to use the Blast in the Past team perk in order to use his standard perk. So already 2 slots in your hero loadout will be slotted so you can use this hero, and in my opinion. So moving on, his perk does, while shield is depleted, regenerates 4 energy per second, which is nice and all, but there's not many things in this game where you need that much energy. Not soldiers, not constructors, definitely not constructors, not even outlanders with their large cooldowns. What about ninjas? No, there's nothing in ninjas that really need it besides, the spin to win build, which I'll cover on later. And then there's the commander perk, which I really recommend you do not use this hero in the commander perk. While shield is depleted, regenerates 12 energy per second. Awesome! His abilities don't need that. He has phase shift, which costs 15 energy, and he has Teddy and Seismic Smash. So Teddy has a 60-second cooldown, and by the time he gets his Teddy back, he'll definitely have the energy regardless or not he had the ability. Phase shift use 15 energy, and if you use all 3 phase shifts, you use 45 energy. You don't really need to wait. With his ability, sure, that you'll have all that energy back in 4 seconds, but after the 4 seconds, you're gonna need to wait another 4 seconds for another phase shift, which isn't that good. And then we're gonna have Seismic Smash. The cooldown is 15 seconds. No, I'm not gonna wait 15 seconds. I mean, I don't have to wait 15 seconds with this guy as my commander. I mean, I won't have to, but like, what's the point? I would get the energy back with or without him. So he's not a good commander. I don't recommend using him for abilities. I haven't delved into anything else he can use, but let's move on to that right now. Alright, so let's attempt to try to make Saurian Focus useful for a damage build. So we're going to be using Saurian Claws in the loadout because we need her to do all the damage practically from with the Blast in the Past perk. And we need the Blast in the Past perk to activate so we can use Saurian Focus and Saurian Claws. So that's about it for all the really things that we need. We're just going to put some Corrosive Strikes in there and Scythe to meet you to increase our damage. Hopefully we'll crit, but we don't have a crit, increase. And then Survivalist to keep our HP up. We could use Coconuts, but that's just boring. Alright, so let's straight up jump into it. So while we're running to this encampment that I've found on the map and ran away with so I can just talk, I've realized that the energy upkeep for Paleoluna and Saurian Focus will not be as good as Anti-Cuddle or anyone else with just just Anti-Cuddle, the proper spin swindle. See, I paused after a kill. It's not that nice, and I have to wait to charge up my energy in an encampment, and I'm just gonna have to take damage. Of course, I can build to stop that, but that's it's not worth it. Also, my health upkeep is pretty hard. See, if I was running Anti-Cuddle with Imac, my shields would regenerate almost infinitely, and I wouldn't have to deal with all that nonsense. And I know what you're probably saying, oh, why don't you use Coconuts? So do I really have to sacrifice another slot of my abilities to make this character good? I mean, of course I can slot out Survivalist, that's what I'm using to heal now, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to like sit down, eat a coconut, and do that to play this thing. I don't want to, she's not that good. I mean, if you want to use Coconuts, maybe sure, but the energy upkeep is not as good. And that giant health pool with the large amount of damage, it's like you really can't see the difference between Paleoluna and Harvester Anti-Cuddle. And I will jump in and show you that's true. Oop. Alright, jumping into the Anti-Cuddle. So the hero does have more rapid charge because it's in the commander slot, but then again, this has more incentive to be in the commander slot because I also get Shadow Stance to regenerate my shield with Dim Mac. So I'm not wasting my team perk on something as useless as Blast in the Past or Saurian Claws. Blast in the Past may have its uses, but that is not the case for Saurian Focus. And yeah, Look at that. My shield's regenerating quicker. You know, I actually have regeneration. I could probably lose all my HP and still regenerate. I also have survivalists to heal me. I'm gonna take some damage right now. You know, go into my reds. If the blaster could smoke me, that'd be great. You know, Lobbers, thank you. Wait, a little more. And we're gonna start killing with all of our stuff. So once we get at the shadow stance, we're immediately going to regenerate our shields, and we're gonna be good. Even in that clutch moment, we're still healing. Even with survivalists, look at that, all that heals. You know, we're doing good. If there was more husks here, we would be regenerating even more shield, even more health, and more energy than Saurian Focus would. Oh look, here's a perfect example. Look at all that. That shield upkeep, that health upkeep, that energy upkeep. Saurian Focus is outshined if you're playing with Tldw. So for damage, I'd say Saurian Focus isn't that good, even with Para to Pale Luna, because you can't just hold down your trigger. Alright, so let's hit those counter arguments before we move on to the actual 47 seconds that we needed of this video. So, for any times of damage, he's just not good. He's outclassed entirely. His energy regeneration might be good compared to Tldw, but that's about it. You know, his damage is outclassed by all these perks Tldw can use, and his straight up regeneration of HP and shield is outclassed because you can get more shield and more HP. While here you have to, while just fighting, while in here you have to pause your fighting, you look for some coconuts, then eat the coconuts to regenerate your HP. Of course, it'll give you some damage, but it's not as much as Tldw can do. She's practically invincible when she just straight kills. This guy, he'll stop killing, and you'll have to give him a second to war back up. No, he won't stop killing. With Commander Perk, he won't stop killing. Alright, so that's about it. Moving on to his actual use. And his support team, back there where he belongs, giving you energy so you can farm. I recommend if you're going to use a farming build, all you really need is Archaeology Jess, something to activate Bastion Blast, and then Saurian Focus. And then maybe some speed perks, you know. That's about it. You'll be fine otherwise. I put some pistol perks just to stay alive. And now, to the footage. Alright, Tldw, this is the skip that's important. She's Fossil Southie, I'll tell you right now, incredibly good for farming. If you really want to build a farming loadout, what you're gonna need is Archaeology Jess and Fossil Southie. That's about it. And a lot of players already have Archaeology Jess, so you'd be good. You could use work and all of that, but honestly, nah. I'm gonna punch the life out of these husks. Oh my god, we found an actual use. AMC charge for the win. Let's go punch this Snatcher to death. Come on. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and that's about it. Peace.